Democrats tweet a picture of the Cuck chair at Stephen Miller. What does it have to do with Elon Musk? And why does it remind me of L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology? Strap in. Because, as with anything having to do with Lafayette, the messiest bitch on the planet, this is a lot. I have notes. So, Stephen and Katie Miller are married in 2020. In December 2024, Katie Miller is one of Trump's first picks to go work in Doge's advisory board. Stephen works with the administration, so Katie's kind of a go-between between the admin and Elon Musk at Doge. And during this time, the Millers as a couple are kind of tasked with showing Elon around DC. They're a very integral part of his inner circle. The rumor is also during the time that Elon is working at Doge, the three of them are in a throuple together. Now, another rumor is that Stephen was bragging at the White House that he was running Elon Musk like an asset and that he was using his wife as his handler. Now, on Wednesday, May 28th, Elon announces that he is leaving Doge. Katie is also leaving Doge. She is going to go work for Elon in the private sector. And now the rumor is that it's not just Doge that Katie is leaving, but also her husband. What this reminds me of is Lafayette Ronald Hubbard and Jack Parsons, who's pretty famous as like a rocket scientist. Jack Parsons marries Helen Northrup in 1935. 1939, Helen and Jack go to a Thelema service. Thelema, or OTO, it's a religion invented by Aleister Crowley. It's basically about doing magic and sex rituals. Jack loves it so much that he keeps trying to like recruit his fellow rocket scientists to be in on it, and they're all like, "You're weird, dude. Enough." Now in 1941, Helen goes on an extended vacation, and while she is gone, Jack starts sleeping with Betty, her sister, who lives with them. When Helen comes back, he's just like, "I find her more provocative than you." 1942, Jack becomes the leader of Thelema's Pasadena Lodge. He is living in a big giant mansion, and he's living in it commune style with a bunch of other occultists, and Helen starts up an affair with one of them. Now, at some point, Aleister Crowley kicks Helen and the guy she's having an affair with out of Thelema because they're vampires or something? Who knows? What matters is that in 1945, LRH moves into this big mansion commune. Jack immediately adores him, and they start doing magic together. And LRH also starts doing Betty. Jack pretends like he doesn't care and that this doesn't bother him at all, even though it clearly does. Now, January to March in 1946, Jack and LRH start working together on the Babylon Working, which is essentially a bunch of very complex rituals to summon Babylon, the Scarlet Woman, who is a goddess in Thelema because Aleister Crowley said so that she can be Jack's girlfriend. A woman named Marjorie, who has red hair, showed up at the mansion commune, and Jack declares that the rituals were a success. Later in 1946, LRH and Betty convinced Jack that they should all go into business together, which is obviously an incredible idea. Their business idea is that they're going to go to the East Coast, buy yachts there, sail them to California, and then sell them for apparently enormous amounts of money. Jack says, "Okay, great," and contributes his life savings of $20,000. LRH contributes about $1,000. So naturally, LRH and Betty run off with the money to Miami. At some point, Aleister Crowley hears about this whole situation, sends a telegram to someone saying Jack is obviously caught up in some kind of a confidence scheme and is like, "Ring, ring, motherfucker. Hey, you're being scammed." And so Jack flies to Miami. He tries to report them to the law, doesn't seem to do much. So instead he goes in his hotel room and performs a magic ritual to summon a storm to go after their boat. Their boat does run into a pretty bad storm, and they have to come back to shore. After that, Jack got some of his money back, but definitely not all of it, and him and LRH were pretty much enemies from that point on. Anyway, Jack went on to do some rocket science stuff. He worked with the FBI for a little bit, but then he got caught stealing documents, maybe to sell to foreign countries, so he pretty much lost every job he could possibly have, dived fully into occultism and started calling himself the Antichrist, and obviously LRH went on to do Scientology, become fabulously wealthy, and live on the water to avoid government oversight. Messy bitches.